Welcome to the computer-focused network marketing training. In this training, why should we do network marketing? Why should we do menus? And why should we do e-commerce? The answers to these questions are prepared in the light of scientific data supported by research reports. I will be sharing with you in a wonderful training. Who can participate in this training? Let's talk about this and get started. 1. First of all, if there is anyone in your team whose motivation has dropped or who is feeling down, send them this. Their motivation will increase by 100%. 2, you made a presentation to someone. And no matter what you did, were you unable to show your prospect, your potential candidate, the network marketing vision that you have seen? Send them this training video. They will definitely see this vision. Soon, I will also explain how I can speak so confidently and clearly with such precision. Or are there people in your organization who disappear in 6 months, give up or quit, and no matter what you do, you can't prevent this disappearance? Yes, show them this training video and you will see that you have prevented the disappearance. In short, it's related to the network marketing sector. The issue, no matter what happens, no matter what the problem or negativity is, make sure they watch this training video. The reports that I will share shortly, scientific data, will eliminate the existing negativity by 98%. Friends, this training will consist of 2 parts. In the first part, we will get to know the high school-focused trainer Evliya Kütük in detail. What are their achievements? Do they have social proof or not? Why should you take high school-focused network marketing training? We will discuss these. In the second part, we will share the research reports and scientific data I mentioned. Let me share my slogan, and let's continue. You need education, not advice to be successful. Valued friends. This was a slogan that came to my mind suddenly and it caught on. Some of Turkey's leading famous educators also use this phrase in their seminars, quoting the name Evliya Kütük to show respect for the effort. This is for me. A proud thing, remember? Let it be a reminder for you as well. You need education, not advice to be successful. Everyone outside is giving advice. Anyone with a mouth is talking, right? We talk about everything. But this doesn't work. So what do we need to do? We need education. Let's start by getting to know me. The instructor from Bilişsel Odaklı is Evliya Kütük, the child of an ordinary farmer, family from my homeland, friends. I am someone who has lived and experienced poverty to the very core. I had a vow. I wanted to stop this poverty, this destitution passed down from father to son. That's why I needed to do something beyond what I was accustomed to. Like many parents, those we call the X generation, over 50, over 55 years old parents. I too was told to study well, get into a good high school, study well, get into a good university, study well, and rely on the state. And then you get a job as a civil servant. Oh, how nice. Don't go out like love. I was raised with such advice. Yes, I had overcome many of these, but I wasn't happy. All this unhappiness pushed me into a search. And believe me, I read countless life stories, success stories, and interviews of successful people and the books they wrote. As a result of an intensive 1-year research, I created a roadmap for myself. It wasn't easy. I paid the necessary price. I never gave up. I never surrendered. And as someone who hasn't woken up to an alarm sound for exactly 19 years, I will share this training with you. I am making this video for you as someone who has proven time wealth with social evidence for exactly 19 years. For exactly 19 years, a boss, supervisor, chief manager, etc., there was no situation that required me to ask for permission from any workers. For exactly 19 years, I have been able to take my vacation wherever and whenever I want. Along with this, I am also fighting with confident steps on the path to financial millionaire status. Never for a moment, without calming my spirit, I continue to fight and work in line with my dreams. My friends, if we look at my academic background, my first degree is in teaching. I had an experience in teaching. I wasn't happy. I entered the interim workforce and became interested in the healthcare sector. I had a nursing journey for 4 years. I completed nursing. I worked as a nurse for a short time. I wasn't happy. I left on my own. Currently, I am a psychology third. I am a 6th grade student. In a year, if God wills, I will have obtained my psychologist number, my title, friends. While studying in the nursing department in the health field, I did my graduation thesis on wellness and alternative medicine. Don't think of me as a regular nurse. I didn't study nursing with the dream of becoming a government employee. Years ago, when I entered the network marketing sector, yes, I have more than 15 years of field experience. I have experience. This is important. We call this part self-taught. But this alone was not enough to be a successful educator. I needed to add academic education to this. That's why the reasons for studying, teaching, nursing, and psychology are exactly this. To make myself as academically equipped as possible, to invest in myself as much as possible. I worked in fields like chiropractic, reflexology, and acupuncture in the area of alternative medicine. Academically, in the field of wellness as well, friends. Currently, I have academically studied the active ingredients of products produced by a large portion of the existing network marketing companies in the market. What are they? Let me share some of these with you. Ginseng, aloe vera, spirulina, chlorella, reishi mushroom, saponins, silveraions, etc. etc. Recently, I have been closely following TTS technology. In this field, I am meticulously examining many studies and articles, friends. I have a single reason. When I stand before my target audience, I want to present not only practical experience, but also support this 15-year experience with academic and scientific education to deliver higher quality, to build a more efficient, more productive educator. Of course, as an educator, it wouldn't be right to talk about digital transformation, development, and reading the future well, digital literacy, financial literacy, and not substantiate these discussions as an instructor. The life I live needed to align with what I talk about. I completed advanced level artificial intelligence training. I completed advanced level metaverse training. Currently, I am continuing with advanced level blockchain and cryptology expertise training. Since the day I learned that I needed to develop myself, I realized that I didn't have to be a member of any company, no matter which company it was. In order to improve myself, I have always attended the events, seminars, gatherings, and conventions of all companies. Right now, you are seeing Bob Andres on the screen. So what is this? It's called Envase Weekend Seminar, referred to as HSS. It was held twice a year back then in venues accommodating 3,000 to 5,000 people. And all the most successful diamonds, the diamonds from around the world of Enry would attend. And you are seeing it on the screen right now. He came on stage with an X. If I remember correctly here, there were about 4,000 people, friends. So what are the social proofs of success for Evliya Kütük? You are seeing a photo on the screen right now. What does the news say? Students who developed their own brand grew by 715% in 3 months. Yes, he worked with the most difficult target audience. Who is the most difficult target audience? High school youth, those who have turned 18, and university students. Why? They want to make money quickly. They want it to happen fast, especially like those over 35, 40 who want to do network marketing. They are not patient. They are not perseverant. That's why they are a difficult target audience. I managed to achieve 10%, 7%, 15% growth with this difficult target audience in 3 months. And when you look at the right side of the screen, seminars with 900,000 people, online Zoom meetings consecutively for 2-3 months. I am someone who has achieved this, not by transferring leaders or taking someone with a ready team, by regularly conducting uninterrupted online meetings with 901,000 people for 2 months, 3 months. So far, I haven't seen a second company doing this consecutively without interruption. Friends, I also haven't seen a second team. I'm not saying there isn't one, but I haven't come across it yet. This is with the most difficult target audience, any leader. In my opinion, it is a good success to train and educate students from scratch without transferring any leader or taking people with a ready team. My area of expertise is training people from scratch, friends. So I repeat, my area of expertise is training people from scratch. Put aside what you know. Sustainable in a way that can respond to the new generation data, the new generation habits, attitudes, behaviors, and psychological needs of consumers. If you want to build a network marketing business, friends, and truly clear your mind to update yourself from scratch, format, reset, and rebuild your own version, then I am the right address. Because this is my area of expertise. So let's continue to stay in close contact. You can see it on the screen. Posta newspaper, Shamdan Plus magazine, Milliyet newspaper, Akşam newspaper, and Fortune magazine. Well, you might be hearing about this magazine for the first time. For those hearing it for the first time, let me explain. This magazine is based in New York and is a publication of the American business world. And to appear here, you need to achieve a certain level of success. With these young people, we have built a young army of approximately 1,600 people over about 2 years. And the success we achieved was reflected in newspapers, magazines, and on TV screens over time. I will show you this step by step. What you see on the screen right now is called the Turkish Divers Club in Istanbul. A nice setup was created by the pool there, and the microphone was handed to me again. And various questions were asked. Amazing. Interviews were conducted. When we look at the bottom left corner of the screen, various local YouTube channels invited me. As a speaker, sometimes we talked about artificial intelligence, sometimes we discussed blockchain, sometimes we talked about the metaverse, and sometimes we talked about the direct sales sector. And requests keep coming in this way. I also shared some of the young people I have mentored on the screen to you. You see, I trained young people in a way that they can give seminars in front of dozens or even hundreds of people, even when they can't speak one-on-one, from scratch. They couldn't even say a word in front of the camera. I was there with them at every stage of shooting training sessions, presentations, and videos in front of the camera, and we have developed our young people in that regard. You can see just a little bit like a gentleman, and now we have a lady. Yes, for those who want to research these social proofs in detail, they can see it by searching for Academy TV on YouTube. Look right on the screen. In the screenshot at the top, you can see Show TV written in the top left corner. Yes, we also have a young girl who is studying industrial engineering. In order not to neglect the KVKK to avoid violating the law on the protection of personal data, yes, I censored her face and I don't want to mention her name. We appeared on Show TV, and it was an incredible success. Take a university student from scratch, develop them in network marketing and trade, and let them appear on television. This is something noteworthy. When you enter that YouTube channel, there are a lot of videos there. There are a bunch of training, seminars, and events. I am also among the architects of all of them, my friends. Almost no one has surpassed me in terms of career and income. For 2 years, I was always at the top. In terms of career and income, among this group of 16,200 people, with a huge portion of about 99%. If one asks what is Evliya's success, if there are those who ask, you can tell them this. Without taking any networkers, without transferring any ready-made leaders, they can build a team of 16,200 people in 2 years by training high school and university students from scratch. After that, let them criticize your education or various calendars. Let them tell me the methods. You need to know me very well, friends. Get to know me very well so that we can better predict where we can go together. The photo you see on the screen is from a hotel in Istanbul on the top floor. For the first time in my life, I attended a meeting where on one side there were journalists and on the other side investors and business people within the company management within 60 to 200, 2000, 2000. I was the only one in that room and I was very excited. The night before I experienced that moment, I'm even struggling to form a sentence. I can say that I couldn't sleep all night at the hotel where I stayed the night before. Out of excitement, it's definitely priceless for me. It was a day, and the introduction of this project was made there. The project had already taken off. More journalists and more investors came, and I had a wonderful experience there. As soon as you look at the top left corner of the screen, you can also see the Show TV logo. I'm right where the waiter is. That's why I'm not fully visible. The waiters were also serving me. Although it's a bit sad that I'm not visible, it was a wonderful experience for me. So, did we achieve this success only with Turkish youth? No. You can see it on the screen as well. We established organizations in multiple countries. Let's see where this social proof belongs. If I remember correctly, we held such a camp at the Eftal Yamal Hotel in Alanya from May 27 to 30. Friends. Look, we took our university youth from scratch and trained them one by one. Friends. And again, Green Park is an amazing hotel, I think in Kocaeli. If anyone knows, it's a wonderful hotel. Look, I'm on stage in the top left corner of the screen. As soon as you look at the top right corner of the screen, I'm at the back. Watching the students I trained from the back of the stage, seeing the result of the masterpiece we've created, and all that effort, listening to them is incredible. It was joyful, it was exhilarating. Just imagine you have thousands of people in your team, and they are holding their own camps. And you go to those camps and watch them from the back. It's an incredible pleasure. If there is life in you, great. If there is not life, continue working without giving up. You will definitely achieve this one day. I believe this with all my heart. After that, various institutions and universities started inviting speakers. What you see on the screen right now is the Red Crescent, especially the young Red Crescent. I don't remember exactly which university it was, but they had contacted me through a university vehicle and we organized a wonderful event with themselves. It's another community within a different university. As you know, there are various societies and universities, various clubs, etc., etc. Those communities or clubs reach out to me in some way and invite me as a speaker. What you see on the screen right now, friends, is Tibet 4. In the period I was invited to this screen in 2021. I took the stage on September 14th. At 4 p.m., you see the location is teamwork. So with what title or designation did I participate? My name is Evliya Kütük. I'm an academy education coach. I participated as an education coach. So who did I share that stage with? Let's take a look at the one below, for example. I shared the same stage with Share in my Istanbul region. I was invited to the same event as important figures like this. To date, 280 plus seminars, 211 plus one-on-one mentorships, 167 plus live broadcasts, and 26,000 plus. I've had direct contact with people, friends. Speaking of live broadcasts, who have I hosted during those live sessions? Let's take a look at some social proof in this direction. When you look at the top left corner of the screen, you'll see Dr. Lumen Sabuk. He is a physician. He is also a shareholder in a company and serves as the top leader. His wife is a pharmacist. He's a wonderful gentleman. Currently, I continue to mentor him one-on-one. Mentoring, you can see Mr. Adnan Şankonyalı right away. He is also a great entrepreneur. He has made significant contributions to the industry. When we look right next to him, Mr. Abdullah Ecevit is the top leader in his company. He is a new influential individual. When we look right above him, Metin Kılıç is at the highest level of his career in the company he is currently working for. He is quite successful. When we look to the right, Mr. Hakan Dalkilic. Maybe those who are just entering the industry might not recognize him, but Mr. Hakan has also put in effort in this sector. He has made significant contributions to the growth of this industry in Turkey. He is one of the famous masters. Since we're talking about live broadcasts, let's discuss a bit about social proof. Yes, in the early days of my live broadcasts, 20 people, 10 people, 5 people, 30 people, 40 people, 50 people were watching. Then it went up to percent. Then it went up to 50%. Then it went up to 650%. And finally, the last live broadcast I did, friends, one of them reached 2,500. Another one is, it exceeded 1,200. But I was able to take a screenshot, 2296 and 1076. Yes, because I consistently and diligently continue with my live broadcasts, both the results and the participants keep increasing.